What up, Buzz? You tapped in? Okay, Goose, you tapped in too? All right, Chicago, y'all tapped in? All right, boys, let's crack 'em. Feel like Mike in the fourth with the ball in my hands and I'm taking a shot. I'm the king in the madhouse on Madison, whether I make it or not. Now the crowd going crazy, they watching the play and I'm watching the clock. Got my shot in the air and the buzzer go off and I'm watching it drop. This team did things, MJ shot City 6 rings. D-Rose too big, too fast, too strong, history. And we good on that, put Jilla on the track and we good on wax. 3, 2, 1, everybody say Bulls on tap, Bulls on tap. Our city pretty and gritty, Benny the bull in the crowd getting hyper and litty. Me, I'm so drippy, it's slippery, nothing offends me. Banners on banners, we winners. We got the stats in the news, go and subscribe. Hang out with Buzzy and Goose, tapping with us, we the truth. Jilla just murdered the booth.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bulls on Tap. I am your boy Buzz. I'm joined by my dude Goose, aka Bulls Scripted. We're here after a Chicago Bulls win. Out of the All-Star break, the Bulls get a win, and of course it has to be dramatic fashion because we're all questioning everything right now. We're actually not, but some people are. Actually, I might be. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that later. Be sure to go on TapSportsNet.com for all your Chicago sports literature and podcasting needs. Following us on Twitter at Bulls on Tap and on TapSportsNet. Following Goose at oh my God, I almost did it. At Bull Scripted. That was wrong. It's at Goose on Tap. I apologize. Follow me at Buzz on Tap. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to us 5-star rating and review because it's cool and tough. We're presented by Sports Illustrated Media Group. Goose, what happened, man?
The Bulls won a game. They didn't blow a substantial lead. I don't know who this team was. I joined the call and I said, so this is what it feels like to be championship contenders. And you gave me some shit, rightfully so. Obviously not quite that far, but did the Bulls
wasn't mean though.
No, I don't know. Did the Bulls find themselves a bargain ball? You know, somebody who is that kind of defensive player who can still space the floor, not to the level of Lonzo, but is kind of that connector. Not necessarily the true point guard that you need, but somebody who can handle the ball if necessary. And obviously the energy that he brought, not the same style of energy with that flash and that flare, but the aggressive nature of Pat Beverly had the UC going. Rightfully so. That Chicago kid got his flowers tonight, and hopefully that's something we continue to see happen for the remainder of the season.
Yeah, no, I thought that was great for Pat Bev. So we didn't do an episode about even signing Pat Bev. Last time we talked, we knew it was between him, Wall, and Westbrook. Is the last time that we were on the mic together because that was a very long All-Star break. We could talk about the All-Star game and all that. I had plans of doing that tonight, but now I don't because the Bulls just beat the shit out of them. That was the best they've looked. I'm not even kidding. That was the best they've looked all year. They took 8, and I know we can sit and argue about, oh, well, they beat Boston. Don't forget about that, or they beat Milwaukee. Don't forget about that. You know, we could talk about those games where they beat the better teams, but you came into this game against a very young and new and fresh Brooklyn Nets team, one that you lost to back on February 9th. Without their new additions, right? But I mean, you know, that was just because they were just coming over. But still, you lost to them on February 9th. You probably should beat them right now. Not because of lack of talent, but because they're new together in the middle of a season.
And you got that continuity.
Exactly. Well, continuity, I guess, kicked me in my ass tonight, but I guess that wouldn't because Patrick Beverley's new. But they got a guy who wants to play the point guard position, who came out there, defended his ass off, and he's a 38% three-point shooter over his career, 38%. Scared him enough, played that defense, and there's one thing that I heard consistently. Matt Berkland texted me. He's at the game tonight. He said it was the first time this year that he saw them communicate on that basketball court. He said somebody was always talking. One of the first things Juice said while we were watching the game tonight, because Juice on Tap is over. If you're not familiar with Juice, go follow him at Juice on Tap. He does a Cubs on Tap podcast. But first thing he said, dude, look at how they're communicating. There is more than one guy who's not named Alex Caruso communicating. Those are Juice's words tonight in the beginning of this game. And you heard Stacey talk about it too. Pat Bev came in, might not be the most talented offensively guy, but holy shit, that was the best they looked all year. And if it's not sustainable, so be it. that's awesome, and he should be attributed that performance.
And how much trust does it show on Billy's end to immediately insert him into the starting lineup?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because were you surprised about that?
One, Patrick Williams. I expected to see him in the starting lineup. I did not expect to see him and Caruso in the starting lineup. And I think obviously it worked quite clearly. So hopefully Billy sticks with that. A lot of people had mentioned it throughout the season. I'm sure we touched on it as well. DeMar is not a guard. He's not a small forward. He is a 4. You hide him the same way that you hide a poor, defensive player out in the outfield during baseball. You're trying to hide him and his flaws because of how good he is at what he does.
Right.
But he's not a 2. He's not a 3. So you had a lot of people talking throughout the year. Well, Pat really isn't a 4. Pat's probably a 3. And that combo there just gets a little mucky. It's not really pretty. And as we saw, it doesn't work without a connector. So now going smaller, going more defensive minded, putting DeMar in that spot where he kind of gets to hide. Obviously tonight there wasn't really anybody that you had to hide him from defensively in terms of like a one-on-one matchup. So maybe this lineup will change, but I did like the concept of it. And I liked how out the gate, Billy made it clear that, hey, I'm going to play my best 5 to start, or who I feel is
Billy needs credit for the lineup. Coming out the door, Billy needs credit for the lineup. I mean, he attacked the strengths of 35 last year. Let's call it that. He has 2 absolute dogs on the perimeter in Caruso and Beverly. When those guys are playing defense like that, how many times were you impressed tonight watching Zach LaVine slide over on that help defense because he was being communicated? Zach, slide. How many times did you hear that tonight? I mean, I heard it a ton. They told Zach what to do defensively as they, to come in, because those guys are so good on the perimeter. They're trying to swing the ball, trying to get into the paint. And you have somebody like Zach slide over, helping on defense, even DeMar sliding over a couple times. It was huge tonight, man. It was the difference. It's what made all the difference. Was somebody talking on defense.
We were already a top 5 defensive teams by the ratings. So,
and Adam had said that. I'm glad you brought that up. Adam had said that, it's so funny that they were a top defense this year because they're silent. They're silent on defense. They're silent out on the court, but tonight it was not that way.
Oh, no, you've heard Stacey call it all year. You'll see somebody get blindsided by a screen, and it's simply because they're not being told where the screen is at, and they're just being blindsided, point blank. And that all comes down to communication. And tonight we had it, and hopefully it isn't just an anomaly, that this is something that we get going for. The team looked rejuvenated, refocused. They got the shot in the arm, and I don't know that Pat Bev's going to let them fall back off, just because the way that he is as a player, you had Stacey and Adam pointed it out, he's messing with the camera guy. He's positive energy in every way, shape, and form, and he kind of has a feel for people where he knows which way he can push you. That's
one of the coolest things about him.
Of him is that he's just this, very loud, call people out. No. He's going to push the right people's buttons the right way.
Right.
He's not going to come in and do it the wrong way. And it was almost framed that way coming in when they had that quote of him saying, "I'm going to be on Zach LaVine's ass."
I was just about to bring that up about we don't need you to pass. We need you to shoot. Like, do your job. And I'm like, okay.
So you frame his quote without that context in it, and you go, "Oh shit, this is going to get ugly. He's going to come in. He's just going to get on." But no. He comes in, and the way he got on Zach was a confidence boost.
Yeah, I think so.
Not a derogatory approach to it. He boosted Zach.
Yeah.
Zach played like it tonight with 35 points.
32.
32?
Yes, but you were close. He was 12 for 17.
Dyslexia, that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay, man. It's okay. 12 for 17 from the field in 29 minutes, 4 for 6 from downtown. He looked the most confident he has all year tonight, popping shots from behind the arc, getting to the rim. He did some things that were very impressive. Again, I'm going to go back to your point too. We don't know if it's sustainable. No clue.
We're not going to win by 50 every night.
Right. Of course, I love it to be the greatest run of all time, and this is a story book ending.
The Bulls had 23 games left. Michael Jordan had his 60th birthday, and the Bulls went 23 advantage.
Man, that'd be fucking dope, wouldn't it?
That
would be like people would write a book about that.
There would be 23 books.
And that's a lot of books. It's more books than I've read in my life. I guarantee that's a horrible thing to say. That's probably not true.
You've read more books than that to your children. You might not have read
20. Do those count? Because if that's true,
they count.
Okay.
I've written 23 adult books or even Harry Potter level books, but you've written 23 books in your lifetime.
I still don't think I have. Now you made me lose my train of thought. God damn it, man! Because I don't read.
You gotta read more. You'll keep those words in the brain if you read more.
Well, yeah, that'd be a good idea, and probably not polluting it with Miller Lite. But still, at the end of the day, I don't remember what the hell I was saying. So you like completely screwed me. Because now I'm thinking about like, when's the last book that I read that was an actual book?
We're talking about the sustainability of the.
Oh, thank you. The sustainability
passes to this degree.
I don't know if it could happen, man. And I want them to go the other way. I still want them to go the other way. We just talked about this the other day. I'm telling you, after one win, I'm not going to sit and say what everybody wants here. I want to say it too. I want to say that the Bulls are going to, oh my God, Patrick Beverley, return some of that Lonzo magic. You're going to keep seeing this happen. I don't see it happening, man. And I'm looking at these players that are getting ready to come out. You know, college basketball is starting to get really good, and you're starting to see these guys separate themselves from the pack of who's going to be a lottery pick and who's not going to be. I mean, goddamn, man.
So, but
this beatdown.
We have joked about the prospect of giving away a top 5 to 7 pick and not getting lottery lucky. As a play-in team, we do still generally, if we stay in that range and we don't overachieve too much, you might get a shot in the dark in the lottery.
No, bro.
Make the play-in.
Don't you want to take the 42% at the top 4? Don't you want that? Would you rather have that over what's going to happen here?
Plus, that dream died. Like, they're not resting DeMar, Zach, and Vooch the rest of the season after not trading them.
You're right.
Abysmal losing streak. Like,
you're right.
Do I want it? Did I want it before the deadline? Yes. I wanted a fire sale. I wanted assets recouped. I wanted young guys getting heavy minutes. But what we got tonight wasn't a bad alternative. Was it what we wanted? No. But did you see good things from the young guys who kind of got that second unit to themselves?
The second unit was great. And Andre Drummond looked good tonight, too.
So if we can get positive developments from the young guys in a clearer cut, maybe more touches for them on that second unit while still pushing what the goal was supposed to be and essentially has to be because of our pick situation and our front office deciding to do absolutely nothing, I can't root for a tank. I cannot watch this team unintentionally drop into those rankings. With all that has been put into this team and supposed to be a contender or a fringe contender, whatever the hell, a team that makes it out of the first round, I cannot watch this team knowing we made no moves and hope for that. So what we got tonight was what I needed. It's
a better alternative for sure. I loved what I saw tonight too, man. But I don't care what the route is to the destination. Like that's where I want to go. Just because I'm still not a believer. It's one game, and it was great, and it was a complete beatdown. Best they've looked all year, no doubt.
How many times did it take you on Tankathon the first day when you were sitting on
12.
12 tries with 33% odds. So it's not quite as clear-cut as 1 in 3 because you can hit the button 12 times.
I was really happy when I hit it the 12th time, and you just shit on it right there, and I'm a little offended.
I got to keep it real with you, buddy. They only dropped the ping pong balls once, and I feel like sitting 14th in the lottery as opposed to sitting 8th, that on lottery night, I'm probably going to feel the exact same way. So a positive movement forward is what I would like to see. It's what we invested into. Although it is odd to, as our buddy Johnny put out there, you see how far the bar has been moved for Pat Williams. Now he's coming off the bench. He did things. It's great.
Can I go on my rant about him after I answer Senor's question here? The Bulls can lose their pick, Senor. They're gonna lose their pick unless they get into the top 4. They're a top 4 protected pick with Orlando this year. So if it's 4 and above, the Bulls get the pick. If it's 4 and below, they lose their pick and they have to give it back to the Magic from the Vucevic trade. To answer that question, Johnny's Johnny's tweet on Patrick Williams about how the bar has been moved. Stacy did a really good job and worked very hard of moving that bar. We have seen Patrick Williams score 18 points on 3 different occasions this year. We've seen him do nothing a couple times. Patrick Williams played 28 minutes and went 5 for 8. 2 for 2 from downtown, 5 for 8 from the free throw line, and scored 17 points and grabbed 6 rebounds. That sounds like a typical decent game out of Patrick Williams. So that's good. Yes. So if he could do that consistently off the bench, that's a great thing. Goalposts being moved, I guess if he could do it on the bench, but I really think that he is performing the same. This was 1 game back. We gotta get at least a 5 to 10 game sample size before we talk about fucking Patrick Williams being any different than he's been all year.
And what Johnny was saying is we've set the bar so low for this guy that at this point, moving him to the bench and him doing what we've been asking for forever is now the greatest savior ever. When we held guys like Lauri Markkanen, who was just an all-star starter and dropped over 40 points the other night, to a much higher standard and would not let him live that down.
Yeah.
So it is kind of crazy to see the comparison to what we held Wendell and Lowry to now what we're just, Pat, look at him. He's cute. He did that thing again.
Right. Like he had a good game. He's going to be great. I see all the potential in the world in him. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Right. Hey, man, I hope it works. I hope the Kobe White, Ayo Dosunmu, and Patrick Williams pairing works great on the bench. Maybe it will, man. I mean, the Bulls have a big chance here. And I wrote an article about it. You read it on tapsportsnet.com about, this is their last chance. This is the last chance of evaluation and continuity before you have to do something drastic, like blowing the team up in the offseason because of the major letdown that it had become. But you have a huge chance here to right that ship and not have to do it because you have Washington next, Goose. And, I mean, they're not a great team. They're not bad. They're not terrible. They got some talent, but they're not a great team. If the Bulls found everything that they needed, they could string some wins together. You're a lot closer than, a lot of people think.
The Wizards don't have the king of the play-in, so I'm feeling pretty confident right now.
Oh, my God.
What?
Patrick Beverley's done it all for you, huh?
Yeah. We got the king of the play-in. We got the king of the fourth. We got the king of losing the ball in the fourth.
Okay. You're hater. Okay, like I know I've been hard on Zach, but I never said that. That was ignorant. You're ignorant. Okay. You're in trouble.
After a game like tonight, yeah, I'm sure I'll probably hear about that one. But
yeah,
he didn't have to play in the fourth.
Hey, dummy. He had 32 points. He's the best player on the team. Idiot. Yeah, right. Didn't
have to play in the fourth.
No. It's funny. He was plus 35 on the night he played the fourth. He would have been -1.
Yep.
I just speak facts. That's all I do here. It's facts only on this show. We don't lie. We don't cheat. We don't steal.
Sorry, Zach Levine. Please don't listen to this. Don't
care if you do it. I don't care. He's so rich he could buy me 1 million times. I don't care. Listen to it. Feel bad for me. Give me $1 million. No, I'm kidding. I'm just saying, dude, it's Zach Levine. I'm not
listening to Patrick Beverley. Do not listen to.
Don't listen to me. I'm a terrible person. If you had a bet right now, though, honestly, do you think it was all P-Bev, or do you think it had a little bit to do with motivation to coming out of the break and knowing they've been terrible?
I think
if they were good whistle to whistle, and Beverly only played 22 minutes.
I think when you get to take a vacation from what the hell this team has been going through, and you kind of just get to relax like Zach Levine did. And DeMar, in his own way, got to relax because balling is his form of relaxing, going, with his peers, some of them that are on the way out the league, kind of re-embracing what probably will be his last All-Star game. Was probably a really big moment for him. And after the trade deadline, we had that abysmal losing streak and can't really justify it because the stress and relief was supposed to come with nobody getting traded. All the rumors were done. I don't know. I feel like it's the combination of the break and Pat Bev.
Could it be like a stupid perfect? Dude, I know, but could it be a perfect storm thing? I know that sounds stupid.
When you're talking about where we are in the East and how weak the East is, which
God, I'm letting myself in. Look what's happening.
You're letting yourself in.
I can't.
Our issue has been the lack of point of attack defense.
Oh my God!
And Spacey, I don't fucking know, man.
I know, dude. I know. Why do they got to do this?
We are going to be the play-in champions. That's what's going to happen.
Look at this guy. Why can't you just leave me be? You just got to be mean. It's Friday.
We just won by 50 points.
We won by 50 points. I had a hard week at the day job.
This is the outside of depression. Like, we made it through.
Right.
Let us enjoy this moment before it comes back.
There was a light at the end of the tunnel for a second. And a terrible week. Now you derailed my train. It's going to go back to shit.
And I will admit, I was scared. Like, after the break with the game coming back, I was like, do you let yourself get excited for this?
Oh, I was. Yes, I want to be honest with you. I was excited from the beginning because I missed you. I missed the team, and I was excited about P-Bev because, like, yeah, dude, like, we suck, but like, he really tries hard. He's a Chicago guy, and it's always, I don't care if you don't like him or not, but like, it's always fun when somebody from around where you're from comes out there and he's living a dream of playing for his favorite basketball team. That is cool. Like, that's a cool story. And I was excited. Yes, I was excited for those reasons because I missed them. I missed your face. And I think that Patrick Beverley doing this and signing with the Bulls, if it's true that he had a chance with Golden State with, 4 future Hall of Famers to try to get himself a ring and he came home, if that's legitimately true, that's really cool. Period.
I believe it. I believe the decision is a little deeper than that, though. What did Patrick Lee Beverley do tonight? He started. He was not going to start for that team.
Yeah, but I still think he would have got good minutes. You don't think he would have got good minutes at all? They love running small.
I don't think so. I think that they.
Why would they even put the offer out then? They could use wing defenders over them. I mean, could you imagine him and Kuminga out there? That's stupid. Clay, like, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't see it?
I don't see it. No.
You just think it's end of the bench guy for, like, shits and giggles and fucking cheerleading, or
kinda?
Oh wow, okay. I thought he would have got some minutes. I don't
think he would have got that heavy minutes over there. At least not after Steph comes back.
Yeah. Well, you got to also think too. I mean, he could be he could be a shot in the arm to anybody.
Well, maybe he was looking over there and going, "So, what is that team without Steph?" And we've seen that team ain't very good without Steph.
No, they're not. Which is they were before too. They're getting older, man. I mean, it happens.
And then you also got that comment out there where he told Steph, "You had these 5 years, the next 5 are mine." So maybe that was just one vendetta he couldn't put behind, and he had to come home.
I agree with what you just said, and I just have to read this to the listeners that are not live with us on YouTube. Chai Sports Fan, our beloved, goes into the comment section, says, AKA Buzz sees himself in Pat Bev if he was a million times more athletic. No one's ever been any more right about anything in their entire lives. He's 100% correct. I love Pat Bev, and I think we're very similar from around the same hood, so it's cool. I love Pat Bev. Yes, I see myself in Pat Bev, except he could totally kill me in basketball.
I'm finding this one weird just because I don't see you as a kind of guy. Like, I don't see you getting.
That's because I've had a couple Miller Lights and I'm finally relaxed.
Okay. All right.
Stone cold sober, I'm like an guy.
So it's the Miller that cools it down then.
Yeah, man, it cools it down. After a long, hard day, have a couple Millers, you calm down, you take in a basketball game, you talk with your best bud. And it's all nice and chill.
Okay.
Yeah. But, like, if I'm not doing that and I'm just playing a game out on the court, I am fucking grabbing a camera and showing the ref why they're a moron. Because, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, that's just who I am.
How did the Lakers include
fucking Johnny? Cup of drinks. I did, Johnny. I messed up before I came live. Cup of drinks.
How did the Lakers trade this man in a package and let him get bought out after that technical he got with the camera?
Oh, no, that's it. That was ignorant, and they're not going to win a title because of that. And I hope LeBron burns in hell for that decision to trade Patrick Beverley. That's not true. LeBron's not a terrible person.
The Lakers won a basketball game in which LeBron, I think, had 13 points last night.
That was all he had last night?
It was under 20. It was 13 or 16 points.
You know what? I can look at the power of ESPN.com because I was watching some of that game, but then I ended up falling asleep. Yeah, you're right. 5 for 20 for LeBron, 13 point. Michael Jordan would never. Just want to tell that to everybody right now, real quick. Michael Jordan would never.
And the Lakers won. I was mind blown. And I'm sitting here going, this man really was stat padding the hell out of the beginning of the season.
Anthony Davis only had 12?
They got some dudes. Malik Beasley, I think,
he came out and dropped 25?
Yes.
You know what's bullshit? How about we trade fucking nothing and just gain everything?
A whole new team?
Yeah. Like, I'm willing. I'll tell you what. I'll give up fucking. Oh, we cut him. He's gone. We didn't cut. I'll give up Marko Simonovic and my left nut for a key rotational player. You know, like how come they just give away their fucking rejects and rebuild their team with great role players? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
And I'm pretty sure my left nut could get more than Russell Westbrook could on the market at that time. And I'm not even trying to be mean. I like Russ.
I don't know. I don't know that your left nut has an expiring salary of $47 million.
That's expiring, all right. I can tell you that much. Don't work anymore, I don't think.
You did that one to yourself.
That's very true. It's very true. We're getting way off topic here. I don't even know how to bring it back to Bulls basketball.
Marko Simonovic, how is he still on the team? What kind of under the table handshake deal do we have with Marco's agent?
Oh, he's got pictures of Arturas. Okay. That's what it is. Yeah. Okay. Arturas was doing something that might have been a little questionable.
They were over there in Europe doing some questionable things and got caught, and now we got to keep Marco. Like, I obviously I don't think it really matters, but it did kind of bother me that Tony Bradley, our 3-point champion in practice, was let go instead of the guy who's never going to play in the NBA. Like, I feel like Tony Bradley at least has the place on the end of a bench. Marco only has a spot on the end of your bench if you think he's going to be something in the future. And I think at this point, with his lack of minutes played overall in the NBA, despite garbage time opportunities.
I thought we were going to cut Dragic.
That would have made sense.
Yeah, why would you get rid of a big? You don't even have any bigs. You got nothing. You got Drummond and Vooch. That's it. There's no other size.
That's the only thing I could think of is Vooch was like, no, you can't get rid of my homie because
I'll kill you. No,
I don't know if another team would have picked Dragic up. Unless Luka was like, hey, can we cut somebody off the roster and pick up my Slovenian friend? Like, I don't think Dragic was making it onto another roster. So it was almost like, nah, we'll just keep him because we don't want to embarrass him. He's been a consummate professional his whole entire life. But we're not going to let him go, despite the fact that he was in the media a couple weeks ago begging for the starting job on our team because he doesn't think we have a legitimate point guard.
Well, now we do. Thanks for letting them know, Dragic, and it wasn't you. So.
And it wasn't you. You're right, buddy. You know what? We do need a different starting point guard, but he's not you.
He's not you.
And we're going to keep you on the team so you can watch it.
And they got rid of my guy. They got rid of Malcolm Hill, man. And they brought in Terry Taylor. Like Chai Sports fan said in the comments there. Like, I mean, Terry Taylor beat the shit out of us one night when he was with Indiana. But, like, I don't think he's good enough to cut Malcolm Hill for. Malcolm Hill went to Illinois. I watched Malcolm Hill ball in college.
Well, that Illini game last night was fun. But
no shit, dude. That's what I'm talking about. ILL.
I'm sorry. I'm not losing sleep over Malcolm Hill. I'm also not getting excited about Terry Taylor.
Well, you got excited about Patrick fucking Beverly, just like I did. So, I mean, I would be upset about Malcolm Hill a little bit. Don't shit on my Illini fandom in front of the company.
We still got IO. We're good.
That's true. For now. That's true. And Kendall Gill is our post-game guy. So we still have some Illinois, people around.
We're golden.
I didn't go to college. If people wonder why I like Illinois, I just want to say that real quick. I did not go to college. I don't know if you could tell.
Is it Teron Williams and D Brown?
No. But I did love that team. That was a great team. It was okay, hang on. That was D Brown, Luther Head, Roger Powell, Deron Williams, and James Augustine. That was that team. And then they lost to, you know what's funny? And I am not saying anything about anybody's weight. Okay, I'm not. But they got beat by two guys that, were tubbier in Sean May and Ray Felton from North Carolina. And I thought they were way more athletic than them. And that pisses me off.
My favorite off-season videos are when Ray Felton shows up on my screen and he just looks like a fucking bowling ball.
Shit ain't funny. You're a fuck. You better stop. We probably gotta get out of here. Thoughts overall, man. We feel good about a 50-point win. I think we all feel good about a 50-point win. Obviously, I'm loose as a goose, just like my buddy's name there. So I'm actually Goose tonight. See that? It's funny.
No, you're loose. I'm Goose.
You know what, man? I might need to rebrand this because that sounded good.
No.
That's not a good nickname? Is loose isn't a good nickname? No? Okay,
cool. Goosey has never been a good term.
I'm sorry to everybody that wanted a serious podcast tonight, but you're not going to get it.
You got a 50-piece. You got happy buzzing.
Yeah, you got a 50-piece, and this is what happened when two friends reunite after 6 days of not being on the mic together. So one just drinks too much, and the other one tries to reel them in.
So no, but it was good to catch up. I mean, overall thoughts. Let's keep the Pat Bev train rolling.
Yeah, it was fun.
We play again Sunday, correct?
2:30, Washington.
2:30.
I actually might be bringing Ren.
Okay.
She's been asking, dude. What are you doing? So you working?
I'm working.
Fuck. I was gonna say, we'll bring Ren. We'll have like a little fucking father, daughter, uncle thing going on. Would have been great. But yeah, no, I'm really thinking about taking her. She's been asking to go 2:30 games, so it's nice and early, so we could do the podcast after I get home.
Yeah, I mean that might be one that I won't even be able to do the podcast because I'll be at work. I won't even really get to see that game. So
right.
If you go to the game, that gives me an excuse to not do the podcast and make
that's
myself
very true.
An idiot because when you we're not even going to go there. We don't have a DVR. We're just going to leave it at that.
It's 2023.
Yeah.
I don't have a DVR either. So whatever.
DVRs don't exist anymore?
Well, do they?
I mean, I'd like to think you can still record the game and fast forward through the commercials.
I have YouTube TV. Can you do that on there? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how to work it.
Do they just save the games for you on there?
No, I just watch them live. I don't know how to do all that. What are you talking about?
Before I was lucky enough to have a preferred schedule, I would have to record the shit and watch it and catch up with you. But I haven't had to do that forever now, so I don't know.
I told you need to get a Discord. You know what we should do is we should just make a Chicago Bulls Discord where all of us can watch the game at the same time together and we can talk in a little voice chat, and then me and you will go live on here afterwards and everybody can come back and hang out. That'd be cool. I know how to do Discord. I don't know how to do YouTube TV, apparently. I can do Discord.
You're still pretty hip. It's all right.
Yeah, I know, man. I look dope as shit. My new hat from the kids, I'm still rocking it, man. I'm on fire. I'm on fire around here. All right. Well, yeah. So Washington 2:30 on Sunday. I think we're gonna beat the shit out of them. I'm fucking ready. I'm back. We're gonna win the
back. Yeah. We're going streaking. How many games do we need to win in a row for some pickle juice?
Oh, God damn it. Let me look at the fucking schedule and leave me alone for a minute. Let me see. Okay. Why'd you do it?
We got Washington. We got Toronto.
Yeah, but I'm still trying to figure out why you did it.
Because
I didn't think you wanted to drink it.
I went to Costco for the first time and I saw a giant jar of pickles and she was like, "You can chug that whole thing?" And I was like, "No."
I would try. I don't even want to, but just to say I did it. So they're 27-33. They play 26.
So how about we just make it cut and dry and simple? Let's give the pickle juice a lot of power. If the Bulls make the play-in, setting the bar low, Bulls make the play-in. We play extra basketball games. We're drinking pickle juice.
Oh, wow. Yours was fucking nuts. Yours had a lot of stake to it.
Yeah. No.
Good for you. Yeah, I was going to go with that because I was going to say if they fucking win 3 out of the 4 games next week, I'd do it.
See, I actually think making the play-in is probably more possible than that. So I have more faith in other teams sucking enough for us to sneak into 10.
That's hilarious. I thought mine was obtainable.
And,
look at it. It's Washington, Detroit. Oh, yeah, Phoenix is going to fuck them up. Yeah, but you can win 3. Toronto is still up and down.
I don't know. Phoenix.
He says they have
might even get KD back. I don't know.
If they win 4 games in a row, I think Pickle Juice. Okay, cool. Let's do that.
All right.
Let's go.
We'll leave it at that.
So if they win 4 games in a row, I have to do Pickle Juice.
Yeah.
All right, I'm fucking down. And you know what, dude? I got zesty pickle. I didn't know that. And Jamie said that's spicy, so that's gonna suck at the same time.
So you're gonna chug Jardinera if we win, essentially.
Yeah, I guess it's hot. I haven't had one yet, but I'm nervous.
Okay.
So, are they playing in Phoenix here from? Yes, they are. 7:00 on Friday, March 3rd. It is zesty. It's what it says. I can show you the storks on it, which I thought was a seagull.
Wow.
All right,
Katie's got to come into Patrick Beverly's house. Maybe this does happen.
Could you imagine somebody being like, "Who's guarding me tonight?" You know, Katie. Oh, it's going to be Patrick Williams. From where? From Florida State. Who? Yeah.
It's kind of crazy to think that
Katie recognizes real talent like Antonio Blakeney. All right? So, I'm just saying.
I mean, out there. I'm still sad Katie didn't end up here. I really thought with that number 7 Coup coach jersey, that whole rant about Zach, Vooch, Kobe, 3 guys that can score 20 points, that the Bulls really had something cooking. I really thought Katie was going to bring us number 7. But the way he bounces around, I guess it's still possible.
I don't think he leaves Phoenix for at least 2 years.
At that point, I don't know.
He'll be 37, right?
He might be the Grim Reaped instead of the Grim Reaper. I don't know.
I think that ship has sailed. I think this is his last team before a one-off return to Oklahoma City.
Finally get to retire that Durant Bulls jersey meme. Shit.
Yeah, I know. It's very sad. It's okay, though. I mean,
we're going to get the Patrick Beverly meme lives.
If they just listen to me, we might get Victor Wembanyama or Scoot. I'm telling you, man. It's the route they got to go. You
just set a pickle juice goal.
I did.
And now
I told you I'm still going to believe in what I want. But I want to partake. I want to have fun, too. You know? Why are you laughing like that? I want to have fun, too.
You're delusional on both ends now. Now you got a win streak and victor in your mind.
Of course, man. I've got it all.
Okay.
I'm a man who wants it all, dude. And I will settle for nothing less but all.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. You have any closing thoughts before we get out of here?
Not a single thing.
Cool, man. All right, everybody be sure to go to OnTapSportsNet.com for all your Chicago sports literature and podcasting needs. Following us on Twitter at Bulls on Tap at OnTap Sportsnet. Please go to the YouTube, subscribe to the OnTap Sportsnet YouTube channel, hit the little bell. Anytime we go live, you'll be notified. We're presented by Sports Illustrated Media Group, and we'll be live Sunday if I don't go to the game and if Goose can catch up, after he gets off of work.